Twas the Big D here. Let's talk about the clearinghouse for CDL. Alright, the clearinghouse, they're trying to make us, or they are making us be more responsible for drug and alcohol abuse. So what they're doing is they're compiling a database that you're going to have to sign off on. That way, whenever if you switch jobs, it's going to follow you to your next job. It's not a big deal if you're not doing drugs or drinking alcohol or none of that stuff, because all that's going to happen is that once you fail a drug test, or you refuse to take a drug test, or you know, you have a bad drug test, or you fail an alcohol test, or you got stopped and shut down over alcohol or drugs or anything like that related to that, is now going to be in a database. That way when you go to your next job can look you up and find out about that. Now there's services out there that can help you in the situation if you fail a drug test, like treatment facilities, stuff like that. There's plenty of avenues to go on to if this happens to you. But the main thing is, we're not going to do drugs, we're not going to drink. Well, like you're at work, you know, you got home time for that. Nobody needs a drunk at the truck stop. We don't need to see somebody sloppy out there getting into the truck about to go drive it. So this clearinghouse is kind of trying to keep control of that. It's making you more responsible for your CDL. Because think about it, if a lot of y'all are getting all bent out of shape about this, I've been reading posts and stuff like that, and it's just a way to make sure that you're not doing this type of stuff. So it makes you more responsible for your actions. If you're gonna go out drinking when you're on your home time. We don't need a truck swerving around everywhere being a danger to everybody. So it might make it a lot harder for some people to get jobs if they switch jobs. If they refuse a drug test, then your next employer is going to see that, and you might have to explain that to him why you refused it. And there's always a chance that you could get a false positive or something like that. You know, there's different stuff like that can happen, but there's facilities like treatment facilities and stuff like that, or you know, like there's people that you can contact to get that expunged. And I think if it's removed or is found out to be a false positive, it's going to be removed off of that record. And you're gonna, if you take a drug test or alcohol test and you fail it for whatever reason, then guess what? Explain it to your next job. But if you fail a drug test and they're all like, man, it was kind of iffy, we want you to take another one, take a retake, then you take that retake, they're going to take that old one off, because you know, they were all like, you know what, it was a false test. So don't worry about taking a test and like something show up in it and they're all like, you know what, that was an off test, you know, we can't use it, let's go ahead and give you another one. They're not going to record stuff like that. It's more for the people that are actually doing the stuff. So it's not a big deal to me. It's not a big deal, because guess what, I'm not doing drugs and I'm not drinking alcohol and I'm not driving around on anything. You know, you got to think about, this is our career, and the safety of everybody around us is up to us to have a clear, clean mind. Just remember this clearinghouse issue is not a big deal. So everybody's gonna, I think in January is whenever it's gonna really take effect for Prime. We're all gonna have to sign a release form. I think it's some kind of release form to allow us to be put into their data system, and from there, when we go to our next job, they'll be able to look it up, sign into it, and see that we did not fail any drug tests, we did not do bad or anything like that. Anything show up on there saying that we were failed a drug test or anything like that, it cleans it up a lot. Well, that's what I got for you today. It's a little bit that was about the clearinghouse. Don't worry about it. Thanks for subscribing. Hope this video was a little bit helpful in it. It's right now they're not saying that. I forgot to mention this. Right now they're not saying that they're gonna suspend our CDLs if we don't comply with this, if we don't fill out the release form right now. But you know, why even chance it? Because later on they're probably going to require it, and whenever you go to your next job, they're going to be like, why didn't you sign the release for this? Well, all my subscribers, thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for more videos. I'm going to try to do some more information on this later on. Whenever it actually takes effect, I'll do another video, and I want to get all of it out the way. That way everything's set in stone. They said that this has been out for 3 years, so you know, then that they've been watching it. This law passed 3 years ago. So I mean, it's not new. You shouldn't have nothing to worry about. Stay clean, stay sober, keep up the good work. Thanks for tuning into the channel. So hit the subscribe button if you're not a subscriber. Thank you.